and children. You just never want to work with them, right? Come here. Oh, there she is. Me and Miss Ruth say welcome to Upper Body Burnout. Yes, we are going to knock it out today. Look, she's wiggling. She is fired up. She is going to do some upper body work from the comfort of her bed and the air conditioning inside the house. So I thank you so much for joining me. So what we're going to need today for our upper body burnout is a full weight selection. So whatever you have, bring it to the table. Now, unless you've got like 20 sets of weights or something, then you don't need all that. But basically, we just want to have a light, medium, and a heavy. It's kind of what we're looking for. So I just said full weight selection because, you know, I know we're all dealing with weird equipment at home for the most part. So just bring what you got, full weight selection. And the other thing that you're going to need today, if you have it, is a resistance tubing, or I call these bands too. Pretty much anything that's stretchy and rubber, I call a band. So, but some tubing, if you have it. If you don't have it, or you know what will actually work too, that's in my eye, is a resistance band maybe that you got from physical therapy, if it's one of those really long pieces of resistance band, if you have that. So what I'm saying though is you don't want one of those circular bands like we've been using in class a lot. That's the only thing that's just not going to do it for you. If you do not have resistance tubing or a long physical therapy band, then don't sweat. Just make sure you have a light pair of hand weights, and I'll show you what to do as the alternative. Also too, if you have the kind that have handles on the end, that's perfectly fine. These are meant to have handles. I just took them off because I don't need them, and you won't either. So that's what you're dealing with. I'm going to put it down, or else I'm just going to keep waving it around, because that's what I do when I have something in my hands. It becomes like a magic wand. So yoga mat, floor support. It's the only other thing you need. So weight selection, resistance tubing if you have it, yoga mat, floor support. So what we are doing today is going to be very similar if you're here on Saturday. So Saturday we did a lower body burnout. So we just burn it straight up in our lower body. Just went at it, grinded it out. I'm still a little bit sore, honestly, from that workout. So we're kind of going for the same thing today. We're just digging into that upper body. We're going to live there, work it out, grind it out, and get ourselves a good burn. So we are going to work in some varying reps because we are going to be using a different range of weights. We're going to be using some resistance band. So we do have a varying range of reps today, so not just that standard 8 to 12. And we are also going to work, for the most part, except for our first set, we're going to work sort of like we did leg burnout, where we did a single side, and then a double. Our first set isn't going to work that way, but everything else is going to follow kind of that same path. As always, modify if needed. Shoulders and arms, it gets a little wonky. Usually lower body is pretty straightforward. Just don't go so low, don't step so wide, things like that. Upper body gets a little different because there's all sorts of different things that we can have happening. Lower body, there's a lot, but upper body, there's just so much more, it seems like. There's front of shoulder issues, back of shoulder issues, neck, trap issues, back issues that come to play. So it's going to be hard for me to tell you a great modification that'll absolutely work for you, because I'm not there with you to see what's going on. So if you do have some pain or something's bothering you and you're doing it live, just shoot me a comment. I'll be happy to help you sort it out and see if we can find you an alternative. Or if you're doing it after the fact, just send me a message, or you can leave a comment, and I'll be happy to help you try to figure something out to do, okay? So add music if you need it. Facebook, like I said, I'll be checking for questions in between sets as always, and also just to make sure the video is still running. And lastly, as always, I just ask that you share these videos, share my page, subscribe on YouTube is a big one for me right now. I'm really trying to push the YouTube page. So any of those things to get you participating with these workouts really helps me out. But I also want to encourage other people to get moving and to hear these messages that we share in these workouts, because I feel like I've got a little different take on fitness than some other folks, or at least from what a lot of people are used to hearing, right? So share. Again, subscribe on YouTube. Every workout that you've done on Facebook is also on YouTube. So and they're all separated into playlists and things like that. So they're a little better organized than you might find on Facebook. And lastly, if you would like to send me any cash tips for this workout, it is the only way I do get paid for these workouts. So donations are appreciated. At Strong Style Fit on Venmo is where you will find me. And if you don't Venmo, just let me know. We'll figure something else out. All right, so I'm going to show you where we're going. I'll do more demonstration later, but I just want to show you where we're going so you know sort of what to plan for as far as equipment goes. And then I'll get my water, check the video, and then we'll get going. So what we're going to do first is an alternating lateral raise, front raise combo. This is usually light. In fact, everything we're doing in this first set is going to be on the lighter range. I'm going to get out my 5s and I'm going to get out my 10s, but 10 might be a bit much. If I had a 7.5, I'd probably go that route for both of these exercises, but I don't. So I'm going to demonstrate with a 10 or with 5 so I can move nice and slow. So I'm just going to show you real quick and then we'll do real demonstrations in just a moment. But alternating lateral raise and front raise, we go here, down, rotate, here. So our chest stays forward, it's just our arms that are rotating, okay? So demonstrate more later, but that's what you're looking at. And then we're going to do some band pull aparts, so that's where you need your resistance tubing. And then we're going to do a Y raise, which will be here, and we open into a Y and bring it down, okay? So that's where we're going first. Go ahead and grab your weights for that. I'm going to set out my options here. Perfect. So check video, get some water, find out why my shoe keeps squeaking, and then I'll be right back and we will get started. Yes, Cindy Piercy is here. And she is ready to burn. I love it. I think Caroline is here too. I've got all my Sea girls in the house. Awesome, guys. So good to see you. So happy you're here. And I'm so excited that you're ready to burn. Light that fire. All right, so grab your weights for that alternating lateral front raise. So just remember a couple things you want to keep in mind. And of course, I'm going to talk about it as we move. You want to keep your shoulders down as you're lifting. So we're not doing this, which our shoulders always want to come up. So you got to think, keep them down. And then as we rotate, it's just our arms that are rotating. So we're not rotating our whole trunk this way. Trunk stays steady, open, open. Okay? All right, so let's get started. We're going to do a total of 16 of these. I'm going to try with these 10s. I might be out kicking my coverage a bit, but give it a shot. The beauty part is, if you're new to these workouts, I always preach that if you think you might be able to go a little heavier safely, do it. The beauty part is you can always just set down the heavy weights, pick up the lighter weights, and keep on going. Just keep on trucking. All right, so let's get it going. Shoulders back and down, standing nice and tall. Tuck that tail under, no duck butt out behind you. Let's go. We've got 1, 2, 3. You want to try to stop those weights. 4, right about that shoulder height. 5, we're not looking to swing it up over our head. 6, 7, 8, 9. Good job, guys. 10, 11. If you don't have a mirror, like I don't have a mirror, something you can do is watch your shadow. 12, you might be casting a shadow somewhere, and you can kind of see what you're doing. 14, 1 more each side. 15, last one. 16. Wonderful. All right, so for our band pull aparts, I'm going to show you the modification if you don't have the band first, so you can get started right away as we get started, okay? So if you do not have a band, I want you to grab a pair of super light weights. We've done these in class a couple times, so if you've done my class before, you might be familiar. Super lightweight, You're gonna bend forward all the way. Keep that gaze a little bit out. Weights are gonna come out, and you're gonna squeeze between those shoulder blades and lift up like you're making a T. Okay, so that's your alternative. If you have a band, you are gonna grab the band out to the front, about chest height. It will take some trial and error. My first shot probably won't be right till you find your right grip on the band. You're gonna start with your hands like this, like you're making two fists straight up to the air. You're gonna open, and as you open, you're gonna twist your hands and pull open, squeezing between those shoulder blades, okay? All right, so let's get started. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. We're going for 12. 12. 10. Try to keep that neck and those traps, those muscles down the side of your neck. Try to keep those relaxed. Squeeze in between shoulder blades. 4. 5. 6. 7. Make sure you're rotating those hands. They start up on top. Rotate. 8. 9. 10. Who knew pulling a rubber band would be so complicated and hard? 11. Last one. 12. Y'all, it's no joke. It is no joke. All right, last, we're going to a Y raise. So I'll coach this one through. Our next 2 trips for these exercises, we're gonna move a lot faster. All right, so Y raise. It's literally, think like a YMCA, okay? So we're gonna start with our weights down. Really make sure you keep those shoulders down. And we're gonna lift straight up and make a Y. So just make sure, and I'm only gonna show you on one side, because it would hurt if I do both sides. Make sure you're not doing this, where your shoulders come way up by your ears. Shoulders should be down, all right? Okay, so let's go. We're going for 12. Let's do it. 1. 2. 3. 4. Beautiful. 5. I was about to sing YMCA and I thought better of it. 6. And I'm pretty sure Cindy's seen me sing YMCA on a video before. 7. 8. Woo. 9. 10. Almost there. 11. Last one. 12. Beautiful. If you are working in weights that maybe 12 is too much, but you can get to 10, go to 10. That's okay. 10 to 12, we're looking pretty good. I don't want you to drop down to something that's super easy just so you can get to 12. I'd rather you end a little short, but have it be difficult, than have it be super easy and get to 12. All right, alternating. Front raise, lateral raise. Here we go. We're moving quickly now. Now that we know what we're doing. Shoulders down. Let's do it. 2. Remember, keep that chest pointing forward. 3. 4. 5. And it's lifts, not swings. 6. So we shouldn't look like this. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. 13. Woo! 14. 15. We can do it, guys. Last one. 16. Man. Oh, man. It's good, though, you know, give a push out of my comfort zone, because normally I would have picked up 7.5 to do those. Since I didn't have the option, I'm trying 10. Doing okay. Doing okay. I wish I had maybe a 9, but you know. All right, guys, look at our band pull apart. So, you're here. If you don't have a band, or if you have a band, join me here. We've got our thumbs pointed up to the sky. We're going to rotate as we open. Rotate, squeeze. Squeeze. 3, 4. And don't be afraid to play around with the grip. 5. It takes a few times to really get the right distance on your hold there. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 2 more. 11. Last one. 12. Man, oh man. All right, we got that Y raise. Shoulders are probably talking. That's all right. You just talk right back to them. You tell them who's boss. All right, Y raise. Shoulders back and down. Keep them down. They're going to want to pop up. You got to think about it. Away from your ears. If you feel your biceps touching your ears, shoulders are up. Got to bring them down. All right. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Keep that core nice and tight too. 7, 8, 9. Almost there, guys. We got this. 10. Sometimes you gotta make mean faces at it, right? 11. Last one. 12. Oh. All right, set it down. We got one more set, and then we'll take a nice break. I'm realizing I should not have worn this side ponytail while I'm doing upper body, because it's all in my armpits. All right, guys, we've got the alternating front lateral raise. One more trick through. So if you get through, you get to the middle of this and you're feeling like you're dying, drop to a lower weight. If you've already got to about 10, 12, just let it go. All right? Okay. So alternating raises. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3. Again, you want to stop right about that shoulder height. 4. It's hard when you have a mirror, when you don't have a mirror. 5. Our body naturally wants to swing higher. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh man. I didn't expect the burnout to start before we even got through the first set. 12. 13. 14. One more each side. Big deep breath. Let's do it. 15. Last one. 16. Awesome work, guys. Oh, all right, grab that band. All right, we got our pull aparts, or bent flies, if you don't have the band. Or if the band just isn't working for you. I know sometimes fighting the band and where to hold it is just exhausting for people. So if it's just, you're over it, go to the weighted option. All right, shoulders back and down. Find what you think will be your right grip. We twist our grip. Open up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, last one, 12. Great job, guys. That is the last you're going to need of this band. So you can get rid of it, put it out of your way. Whew. If you're like me, you might want to forget that ever existed. And just kidding, I just got that band and a lovely set of bands from one of my amazing friends this weekend. So I've upped my equipment game a little bit thanks to a great little gym fairy. All right, we got our Y raises, shoulders down, stand tall. You can do this. We're going for 12. Let's go. 1. Good news is that we get out of our shoulders and move to chest next. This is our only isolated shoulder exercises. 5, I think. 6, 7. Make sure those biceps aren't touching your ears. 8, 9, 10. 2 more. 11. Last one. 12. Beautiful. All right, guys, that is your break. Take yourselves a legit break here. Woo! That is the beauty of supersets, is you kick your butt for a while, and then you get a nice little break. So what we're doing next, actually, the rest of our exercises are probably exercises you've done before. So won't take as much explanation as that first round. That first round for most of us, those were brand new exercises. I'm still going to explain everything that's coming up, but just know that that round is the only round that was kind of a slow mover at first because those were all new exercises. So where we're next is we're going to be on the floor. So we're going to be there the whole set. So you can go ahead and camp out, pitch yourself a little pup tent, whatever you want to do. You're going to get set, tell you where we're going, and then we'll finish up our break and I will demonstrate for you. So we're going single arm bench press. So if you imagine I'm laying on the ground right now, this would be your bench press here. So we're just going to do single arm, and then we're going to do flies. So we'll be over our chest, a little bit of bend, opening up. Usually your bench is going to be a heavier weight, and your fly is going to be about a peg down. So bench press is about your heaviest upper body. Usually, I'm just talking in generals here, usually bench press is where you're going to do your heavier upper body work. Chest fly, to protect those shoulders, you're going to knock it down to more of a medium to light. Okay? All right, so let's see. Let me see. I'm going to try, and I'm telling you what weights I do, not to be like, oh, I'm so awesome, but just so you know what I mean. I'm going to try a 20 for my bench. I've done a 20 bench in quite some time. I'm going to give it a shot. And then 15 is my chest, but I'll tell you that if I had a 12, I'd probably work more on the 12 for the chest. And in fact, as we work through, I do have a little shoulder impingement, so as we work through, I might at some point go, no, and go to the 10. So that's kind of the range I'm working in, just to give you a little bit of a gauge. So go ahead and get yourself set up. I'm gonna take a quick drink, check the video. All right, friends, beautiful. So let's bring it down to the floor. Now, I'm gonna give you a break here because sometimes when we do single arm bench, we require that the non-working arm hold the weight up over the chest. And we do that here. I'm gonna take that out of the game for you. However, just be wary that that also makes it more of a core challenge because you don't have a counterweight over here. So you gotta work to really keep that chest flat. So it's a win, but with a little bit of a price to pay too. All right, so I'm getting my fly weight set up here, my bench here. If you have a heavy weight that you're going to use, and then you're gonna get in the floor, I want you to set that weight on your knee, and as you roll back, use that leg to kick it up. So, we're up over our chest. Want to make sure that your weight is over your chest. When you come down, it should be right in that sort of nipple line. Men, women, we both have them. That's the line that you're looking for. You don't want to be up at your throat, or sometimes we even take it up over our head on accident. You want it down by your chest. We're doing single-sided, so you just want to make sure this weight isn't tipping you over this way. Keep both shoulders firmly on the ground. Sometimes it helps to keep your arm down, then you can feel that you're on the ground, or even a hand on your hip. So we're here, we drop down. You see how my elbow is a little bit below my shoulder. I'm not up here. That means I'm bench pressing over my throat. Down here, your chest. 1, 2. We're going for 10. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, 10. Awesome. Other side, just switch that weight over, push it up. Again, you want to make sure you're at that nipple line, not up at your throat or your head. Get set, shoulders down. Let's go. 1. Kind of give yourself a glance down. 2. Make sure you're hitting right at that chest line. 3. 4. Again, that should mean that your elbow is not in line with your shoulder. 6. 7. 8. 9. Big squeeze through that chest. Last one. 10. Awesome, guys. All right, set it down. Got your chest weights down here. If they're not too heavy, you can reach down and just pick them up. However, if they are heavy for you, please don't do that. Please sit up, grab the weights, roll back down, okay? Promise me you'll do that. These weights just aren't too heavy for that reach from me, so I did it. But don't do what I do if they're heavy. All right, so chest fly. This is again where you might see me drop my weights. That's A-okay. You can do it too if you need to. We've got our weights over our chest, a little bit of bend in our elbows. Like we have our arms wrapped around a big beach ball, and then we're gonna open up like we're giving somebody a big hug, and then squeeze that chest up to the top. So you keep that bend in your elbow, too, the whole time. A lot of people like to straighten that arm and let it hang out, or they do this and pull it down. You're not pulling down, you're opening up. 3, 4, like somebody's coming to give you a big bear hug. 5, 6, 7, make sure you're staying over that chest. We're going for 12, 8, 9, almost there. 11 and 12. Perfect. Set them down. All right. Woo. Shake it out for just a second if you need to. We need that bench press weight back. Now, again, if it's a heavy weight, please sit up, pick it up, lay that down. Or if it's not that heavy of a weight and you feel like you can pick it up, you can. But please, please, please don't hurt yourself. All right, so back to that single press. We've got that weight over our chest. I can't say it enough. If your elbow is coming right out of your shoulder, look where this weight is. It's at my shoulder, not my chest. You want it at that chest. It should land next to your breast muscle. Okay. All right. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, I'll also say, if you don't have a weight that's quite heavy enough, and you're getting to 12 or 10, what we're doing here, and you're like, that's nothing, go ahead and add a few more on. I believe we're at 8, 9, and 10. Perfect. Other side. So yeah, you know where we're going with our next exercises. So if you need to tack on a couple, tack on a couple. You know where we're going. All right. Other side. Let's do it. 10, 9. That elbow should just tap the ground. 8, 7. So it shouldn't be like a full rest and then pick it up. It should just be a little tap. 6, boom. 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. 1. Beautiful. Set that down. And we're going to pick up our chest fly weight. All right. We lift it up over our chest. We can drop it down and pick it up just to make sure. Shoulders back and down. Bend in that elbow. And remember, we open up. We don't drop. We open, keeping those elbows bent. 1, 2. So it should be a big chest stretch and then squeeze it to the middle. 3. Big stretch. Squeeze. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Make sure you're breathing. 9, 10. Woo! Getting heavy. 11. Last one. 12. Woo! Awesome. Set them down to your chest. If you can do it safely, you can just set them down. Again, sit up if you need to pick it up. We've got one more trip through, guys. Woo! Shimmy, shimmy, shimmy. All right. You ready? Okay. Let's go. We've got that bench press weight. Woo. Last reminder, over chest. Weight comes down beside the chest. All right. Big breath. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So close. Woo! 9. Woo, that fatigue is there. 10. Oh, my goodness gracious. All right. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, woo, last one, 1, awesome, woo, I tapped down for just a little too long, almost lost all the momentum I had, woo, all right, we got chest fly, I'm just giving my little impingement a little love, get me through this last set, baby, we can do it, all right, chest flies, you might be getting super tired. If you need to drop your weight, or just get it as long as you can with the weight you have, and then drop down, or if you need to stop because you were completely toast, that's all right too. All right, bring it up, shoulders down, give a little measure, make sure you're over the chest, arms open up, elbows flare, let's go, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, proud chest, squeeze, 8, 9, 10, 2 more, 11, last one, 12, woo, bring them down, oh, offload them, woo, you got a break if you want, open up while you're laying here for just a sec, spread those wings, oh, goodness, all right, you can stay there for a bit if you want. I'm going to go ahead and start telling us about where we're going next. And, yeah, recover for a minute. Enjoy it. All right. So, where we're going next, you don't have to start moving yet. I'm just telling you. We're going to do a single arm reverse fly. So what we were just doing was a chest fly. Reverse fly looks very much the same, but by doing it standing, we shift where the muscle work is. So when we're laying down, we open, our chest squeezes up. When we're standing, our arms are here, and our shoulders squeezes open, okay? So that's the difference. So we're gonna do a single arm, very much like the bench press. We've gotta really work to not do this, right? So we've really gotta work to keep our chest forward and just opening up on one side. So we do single side, then we're gonna come down to the floor and do some lat pulls with some light weights. So your reverse fly here, you're probably looking at about a medium range of weight. For your pulls here, you're looking at probably the lightest weight that you have, unless you've got like a 1 pound. You probably want a little more than a 1 pound. So I'm gonna have 15 for my single arm reverse fly, and I'm gonna do a 5 for the lat pull downs. So again, I'm telling you my weight selection, not because you need to match it, but just so you sort of understand what weight range I'm talking about. The single arm reverse fly. Again, here's what I want you to remember, and why I might drop down at some point too, is that when you're opening, if you're doing this to open, then your weight is way too heavy. You should be able to keep your body steady and just open. So, don't want to muscle through that, you don't want to bounce through that. You really want to be able to squeeze that shoulder and move that weight. So I'm going to start with 15. If I find I'm just powering, muscling through it too hard, I'm going to drop it down. All right, so I'm going to get my water. We're going to check the video one time, and then we're going to get started. All right. Got a little shoulder sweat angels happening down here. Because of course I do. I can't not sweat like a pig. It's just impossible. All right. So to coach you through that fly a little more, I'm actually going to go down to the lightest weight and just show you what it looks like, okay? So this is your coaching. Don't get started just yet. We are going to come down with one arm, just like that fly we just did. We got a little bit of bend in our elbow, okay? So we're not like this. We got a little bit of bend. Shoulders square off. And we're gonna open. So I'll show you from the back what that looks like. And you don't have to hold your arm like this. It's just where I put mine. So we're here, open. We're squeezing through here to open up. Okay? So I really want you to be able to move this weight using just those shoulders, not here, okay? So that's why I keep saying I might not do that weight, I might not do that weight, because some days I can do that weight, some days I need to go down, okay? All right, so let's get started. Grab whatever weight you want to use. I'm actually gonna go ahead and just test this. We'll see. All right, so we're gonna do 10 on each side. You can start with left or right, whichever one you want to start with, and then we're gonna come to the 4, okay? All right, so get yourself set up, get yourself squared off. This hand can be wherever you want it. Weight comes down, little bend, we open. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, 10. Awesome. Other side. Shoulders nice and long, long neck, a little bit of bend. Keep that tummy nice and tight. Now that doesn't mean suck it in, that just means engage that core. Pull it in. Let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, keeping that hook in that arm. 6, 5, good. 4, 3, 2, last one. 1. Awesome. Go ahead and bring it to the floor. So I'll show you what these lat pull downs look like. This is one where we're sort of simulating what a lat pull down would be with a pulling machine. So if you were on a pulling machine doing a lat pull down, you would have your hands, you have a big bar at the top of the pulley, your hands would be here holding on to the end, and you would pull down, like you're pulling your elbows in towards your side. So it's not here, it's like a V. Pulling in, squeezing these muscles right through here, okay? So that's what it's gonna look like. That's why I say nice light weights, so you can really focus on that engagement. I'm actually gonna spin around and show you to the back. I don't have these rippling back muscles. You might necessarily see it, but I hope you can see the muscles that are engaged back there, okay? So I'm gonna spin around. You can sit however you would like. If you wanna sit cross-legged or V-sit like I'm sitting right now. Let's take them up, nice and wide, and then we pull in. 1, 2. I'm just looking at the reps because I don't remember. 12. 3. Resist it. Imagine you're pulling a heavy weight. 4. 5. So what I mean is don't just do this. Really pull. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. Good. So hopefully you're seeing like right through here, engaging down. That is what you're looking for. So you just have to resist. Resist. Imagine that you're pulling a heavy, heavy weight down. Instead of just, it's amazing what you can do if you resist yourself. Even though you might find yourself irresistible, but you know. All right, I think I'm gonna try going down for these reverse flies, just to see if I can get a little more engagement. So, kind of the same idea as what I mean with the lat pull downs. You can really squeeze that muscle instead of it being so heavy that you're just kind of jerking into it. Instead, you really want to be able to squeeze into it. That's where the muscle work comes from. All right, 10 of those reverse flies, a little hook in that arm. Let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. So I definitely feel like I'm squeezing that muscle more. 5. Then just kind of clean and jerking it up. 4, 3, 2. Last one. 1. Beautiful. Other side. Right to it. Let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. All right, set it down. Bring it back down to the floor. I'll do this one facing you. And laugh at my knee sweat rings here. Who says you can't sweat from upper body day, right? All right, so we got lat pull down. So remember, imagine you're in front of that big pulley machine. Big old stack of weights in front of you. You've got that long bar overhead, holding the ends. You pull down. 12, 11, 10, 9. Give it a little extra squeeze at the bottom. 8, 7, 6. Can we have music for a minute? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good work. If you're anything like me, I'm feeling that shoulder set doing those two for sure. All right, let's bring it back up. We got one more trip through. All right, got those flies. Grab your weight. I always like to just kind of roll that shoulder back and down, get it set where it needs to be. Then we sit back, engage that core, pull our ponytail out of our armpit for the 300th time. And let's do it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. 1. Nice. Other side. Again, roll that shoulder back and down. Put it back in its place. A little bit of bend in that elbow. Let's do it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, almost there. 2, last one. Boom. Good work. All right. We've got those pull downs. Let's get it set up. In fact, I think I'll show you from the back one more time. All right, so we're in front of that big pulling machine. We reach up, we grab that big bar by the ends, shoulders down, we pull, 12. A little extra squeeze at the bottom, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Word. Awesome, guys. All right, we've got one set left. I am sure we are pushing time. So we're just going to take our break. We'll be able to get through the next set easy peasy. Well, time-wise, easy peasy. They are super straightforward exercises. No big explanations needed. We are doing a single arm bicep curl, single arm bicep curl, heavy overhead tricep extension. No big deal as far as things to learn. Big deal as far as effort, but nothing crazy to learn. So you want to have your bicep curl weight. That's going to vary. That varies hugely from person to person. So whatever you want to try for a bicep curl, usually it's in the medium range for people. And then overhead tricep extension, usually on the heavier side, just because you're using both arms at once. If that's not true for you, that's okay. But I'm going to grab probably the heaviest weight that I've got. Okay? All right. So, we got this here. And you know what? I may even challenge myself on my bicep curl. What the heck? You only live once, right? We'll see. All right, I'm going to grab me a nice huge drink of water. Check the time just to make sure I'm not moving super fast for no reason. And then we will get started. All right, perfect, guys. Let's get moving and grooving. All right. So like I said, single arm bicep curl. No trick to it. This bicep curl, the same rules always apply. Shoulders, again, we roll them back. Put them where our shoulders are supposed to be, which means that our thumbs are facing forward. Most of us sit like this, or stand like this, and look where my thumbs point. Open them up, thumbs point forward. So this is how we set up. We lock our elbow to the side, and we curl. So our elbow stays attached to our side. Our curl is not this. Okay? Shoulder, elbow, stay, curl up, okay? All right, so we're doing 10 of those. Start with whichever side you want. I might really be out kicking my coverage here, so I thought, what the heck? Give it a shot. All right, shoulders back and down, elbow locks in. We curl, 10, 9, 8, 7. I'm gonna go down. Oh, my shoulder is getting involved, which should not happen for sure. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Perfect. So a sure sign you're going too heavy, which was happening to me, is when the front of the shoulder starts getting involved. So every time I was curling up, I was getting a clunk in front of my shoulder. That's your warning sign, girlfriend. Stop it. All right, so roll that shoulder back. Tuck that elbow in. Other side. We're going for 10. 10. 9. 8. Really squeeze at the top. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Nice. Yeah, I think my next investment, I don't know, I can't decide. My next investment should be 12.5s or 17.5s. All right, so overhead tricep extension. We're gonna take our weight, whatever weight you wanna go with. This is my heaviest one. We're gonna bring it up over our head here. We're gonna hold it like a goblet, as you see here. Up, overhead, elbows come forward. Some of us, it's impossible to get them this far forward. Just try to get them as forward as you can. You just don't want to be way open like this, okay? So you push them forward. We start at the top. We drop it down. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Pop it back over, set it down. So the one thing to make sure of in your overhead tricep, 1, you're actively trying to pull those elbows forward. 2, you're not up like this, all scrunched up. Your shoulders are down away from your ears. Again, if you feel any parts of your shoulders or your arms touching your face, no bueno. Relax them down. All right, so we've got our bicep curls again. Single side, let's get right to it. Shoulder, back and down, standing tall. We squeeze up. 10, 9, 8, 7, elbow staying locked to that side. 6, I'm going to show you one bad one. 5, we don't want to see that. 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! Good call, Tracy, on going down on your weight. 15 was plenty hard. All right, other side. 10, 9, let that weight all the way down. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. 1. Awesome. All right, grab that heavy weight. Got our goblet grip that I'm awkwardly getting into for some reason. All right, so again, we want those elbows to come forward, shoulders away from our ears. We start at the top. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pop it over. Set it down. So my arms are getting tired. This first few, my form was definitely not where I wanted to be. I think I figured it out by the end. All right, last trip through, guys, and then we are done. Upper body will be sufficiently burned out. All right, sounds like it's about to thunder and storm, so maybe that's perfect timing. Okay, shoulder back down, put it where it needs to be. Elbow locks in. Let's do it, guys. 10, 9, 8, 7, should feel it. 6, 5, 4, getting heavy. 3, 2, last one. 1. Oh, all right, other side. Roll it back, tuck it in. Let's do it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, do. We can do it, guys. Get it set up. Get that goblet grip. Whew. All right. I'm going to set it up, stagger stance. Shoulders away from those ears. Pull those elbows forward. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, keep that core tight, 6, 5, 4, 3, almost there, 2, thank you, Thunder, 1. Oh, set it down, guys. You are done. Oh, we got a little Thunder serenade to whisk us away. All right, awesome work today, guys. That was tough. That was definitely a workout meant to be tough, not for the faint of heart. Digging into that upper body, really kind of grinding it out, not in an unhealthy way, but just digging in, working it hard. So good job today, guys. Thanks for giving it a shot. Love it, love the effort. So I'm gonna keep it short because Storm is coming. So as always, I ask that you share these videos with your friends and family, subscribe to my YouTube page, get the word out about the awesome work that we're doing together, and share, subscribe on YouTube. And as always, if you would like to donate anything for these classes, Venmo at Strong Style Fit, or shoot me a message and we'll figure out something else. So guys, thank you again, great work. So proud of you, feel proud of yourself. Have a great rest of your week and I will see you soon. Bye guys.